What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. Niantic has just released all of the information for the Blaze New Trails event, which is occurring in conjunction with the debut of Pokemon Go Roots. So let's go ahead and hop into the details. The Blaze New Trails event is set to start tomorrow, Friday, July 21st at 10 a.m. local time and run until Monday, July 24th at 8 p.m. local time. And as I previously mentioned, during this event, you will be able to use the newly rolled out feature, Roots, where you can chart a course to show off your favorite sites or follow in the footsteps of other Pokemon Go trainers that they have to share. They do have a fun little preview video if you do want to check it out, and it looks like Zygarde will play a very important role in Roots. Which, speaking of Zygarde, during the Blaze New Trails event, Zygarde will be making its Pokemon Go debut. And like I said, you might want to keep an eye out on Roots if you want to see the different forms of Zygarde. Of course, in addition to Zygarde making its Pokemon Go debut, you can also expect to find the following wild encounters during the event: Growlithe, Ponyta, Doduo, Lillipup, Blitzel, and Yungoos, all of which have the chance of being shiny. And according to this very specific wording that they have on the Pokemon Go blog, it does say that you do have an increased chance of finding a shiny Yungoos. So you might be able to find a shiny Yungoos more easily than the other shinies available. We will also be getting a couple of Pokemon that will be featured in 7km eggs, including Rockruff, Scovit, and Phalanx, with Rockruff being the only one that does have the chance of being shiny. We will also be getting a couple of event bonuses, including a 2/3 distance of earning buddy candy when exploring routes with your buddy, and an increased chance of encountering shiny Yungoos, which if you are on the hunt for a shiny Yungoos, then you might want to pay attention to the field research, since you will be able to encounter Yungoos by completing field research tasks, which of course has those increased shiny odds. And lastly, to wrap up the Blaze New Trails event, there will be a special research storyline titled From A to Zygarde, which will earn you an encounter with Zygarde. Which, now that we've wrapped up our event, let's dive a little bit deeper into what Roots exactly is and how Zygarde plays a role. So I'm here on the actual Roots info page where we can get an inside look as to what we can expect from this new feature. So to make a route, we have this fun little infographic here, and it says the first thing you're going to want to do is choose a Pokestop or gym as a starting point. You're then going to want to go ahead and hit record to begin mapping your route. Fill out some info about your route and then submit it for review. Once accepted, trainers can follow your route. That's kind of cool, so you can kind of like take people on little adventures to different parts of town that you enjoy walking through while you play the game. The next section that we have here says exploring a route, and it says here, check out the route tab from the nearby menu to see local routes. Choose one that catches your eye, follow the route, and start exploring. As we can see from this little infographic here, it's gonna go ahead and pop up next to like where your raids pop up. And you can go ahead and obviously either create your own route and submit that, or follow somebody else's pre-made route, which is kind of cool. It's kind of like GPS or like maps on your phone, but like Pokemon Go themed. And then this is what it's gonna look like in your game. Obviously, you're gonna have your destination point out in the distance, and you're gonna have this little blue line that you can follow, which is your route. But this section right here, I'm sure, is what most people are most interested in, which is the Zygarde aspect of routes. So this section here is titled Zygarde Cells, and it says here, keep an eye out while you're exploring a route. You might come across a Zygarde cell, which from the looks of this little infographic, they're just gonna be like these little glistening green like floor items that you can pick up. And then goes on to say, Zygarde cells are the components that make up Zygarde, the order Pokemon. You can collect Zygarde cells in your Zygarde cube and use these cells to change Zygarde's form. So that's how you're gonna get the different Zygarde forms. Encounter Zygarde in the special research story From A to Zygarde. So obviously you need to participate in the Blaze New Trails event in order to get your encounter with Zygarde, so that you can then go on to collect these Zygarde cells so that you can get your different forms. And it looks like you also get bonuses for using the Roots feature. It says here, what's an adventure without some treasure? There's an assortment of bonuses to enjoy while exploring routes. It says here, follow a route to its end for the first time and you'll earn a new route badge. You can also earn buddy candy more quickly. Pokemon will be more attracted to incense while you're exploring a route for the first time. That's pretty cool. You can also earn an XP bonus for the first route you complete each day. After completing roots for 7 days, you receive an increased XP bonus. And lastly, you'll be able to earn a buddy heart when you complete a route while adventuring with your buddy. And they do have a little section here where you can choose to go to the help center and learn a little bit more about routes if you do have further questions. But we do also have a Zygarde field report, so let's learn a little bit more about Zygarde. So it says here, Zygarde is a Pokemon that's thought to monitor the ecosystem from deep within the cave where it lives. It can change its appearance based on the number of Zygarde cells that have been gathered. Zygarde cells make up Zygarde, and some theorize these cells could be alive. You'll be able to hold Zygarde cells in a Zygarde cube, a device that functions like a nest for Zygarde cells. In its complete form, Zygarde has enough power to overwhelm even Xerneas or Yveltal, which I so lovingly call Bacon Bird. But we love Xerneas! Xerneas is one of my favorites. And of course, you can encounter Zygarde in the special research story from A to Zygarde. I'm not gonna lie though, when Zygarde looks like a little puppy, it's kind of cute. But obviously I'm gonna collect more cells so I can get all the forms. I have to. I feel like I'm obligated to, even though I think it's cutest when it looks like a dog. But there you have it. That is all of the information that we have on the Blaze New Trails event, as well as the new feature, Roots. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, I kindly suggest that you consider subscribing so that I can continue to make content for you guys. And if you are already subscribed and you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to those of you who have joined the channel as members. I appreciate you all so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.